January 21st, and it's 45 degrees. Woke up this morning, it was down into the 30s. But it's a beautiful day. The sun is shining. The goats are doing what they do. We had a really busy day today, and this evening we're headed down to another event. So it's going to be a long one, a late one. But Angela and I are getting all decked out and dressed up. So we're kind of excited about that. Mom's going to babysit the kids. Thanks, Mom. And yeah, we got a great little episode here. You're going to get to see Angela filming, and she's going to be filming Lyndon and Espen doing a little 3-bedroom house for a repeat client. We clean for her very, very regularly. And so really, guys, just wanted to say enjoy and appreciate you watching. And if you haven't subscribed to the channel below, please do so now. And don't forget to ring the bell so you can get notified every day when we publish a new daily vlog. Enjoy episode number 23. First step of the cleaning process, you can see Lyndon with the workhorse vacuum, our commercial canister vacuum. And this is actually Angela filming. She followed Lyndon and Espen to their first stop of the day. I had B&I down in Yulee this morning, and then I had 4 estimates down there and another one up in Woodbine. So unfortunately I was unable to do any videoing today, but Angela did a great job. So again, first step of our cleaning process is the removal of all the dry soil, and we do this through commercial vacuuming. We use 2 different vacuums, and it looks like Lyndon got his hands on the workhorse, and then the other one we use is a ProTeam 1500 XP. And you'll see shortly here that is the one that Espen is using. So this is just an area rug, and this is a repeat client that we've worked for a number of times. It's a hand tufted wool rug. We got 3 rooms of nylon. You can see just a cut and pile, pretty basic. Quite a bit of furniture, and they would rather we just go around the furniture. They've moved some of the smaller items. We're going to be cleaning in the master closet there, but this is a very common floor plan in our specific area. Perfect starter home for a young military family about this size. Like I said, 3-bedroom with a hallway, and we are going to be just doing the traffic lanes. You can see some spots, but they have it cleaned very regularly from us, so the carpet doesn't ever get too bad. So it definitely cooled off a lot last night, got down into the 30s. One of our vans was dead, but the other 2 started right up this morning, so that was good. But again, once we do all the dry soil removal with commercial vacuuming, we'll then be applying a soap-free detergent or preconditioner with an inline sprayer. And then we'll be agitating that in with our 10-inch CRB. And for some reason, Angela opted to leave the renovator trays off of the CRB. I think it was so she could get a little bit closer when they were getting to the edges of the area rug there. But you could see with the corner guards, they've protected the floor with neoprene and put up the corner guards to help protect the home. And of course, we also put up the Sealador, which helps keep the cool air outside, or in the summertime, the hot, humid air outside. But either way, it helps control the indoor air temperature, and it also keeps out the bugs and keeps in the pets and the kids. So we seal that door off, and it's got a little spot there at the bottom for the hoses to go through. You can see there we're getting the vacuum hose and the steam line in, and Lyndon's going to be applying the soap-free detergent in this step, again with an inline sprayer. One of the huge advantages of that is the fact that it comes right off of our truck mount. You can see Espen putting up the Sealador in the background there. But one of the advantages of the inline sprayer is just how hot the preconditioner is able to get, and obviously the heat helps to break down the soil in the rugs and the carpet as we're cleaning. So in addition to this stop today, we also had an emergency water extraction call in that Angela and I just got back from. We went over to a property management company that we work for. They actually called, and they had a hot water heater that had given out and basically flooded out a good portion of a living room, a bedroom, and a hallway. And unfortunately, the people were on vacation, so when they got home, they noticed there was water all over their house, and it looks like there's quite actually a bit of microbial growth or mold going on in that project as well. So their maintenance guys over there removing all the affected baseboards and sheetrock so that we can dry out the space and get that job complete for them. While there's certainly a lot of money in emergency water extraction and restoration work, And we have been doing it since we got started. We mostly primarily just do it for the property management companies that we work for. But one of the downside is you just never know exactly when those calls are going to come in, and you pretty much have to always be ready to jump up and go help them out. So it looks like Lyndon was actually able to finish preconditioning or pre-spraying all 3 of the bedrooms, the rug, and the hallway with just 1 gallon of concentrate, which is pretty common. And then of course after he got done doing that, and this is just a neutral preconditioner, safe for natural fibers because of the wool rug, and also because they have their carpet cleaned so regularly. There's really no need to go with a super high pH or very strong detergent. We can keep it real simple, and again let kind of this hot water do most of the cleaning for us. So after we do the inspection and the dry soil removal, the preconditioner, now we do the agitation portion of our cleaning process, and that's done with this machine most of the time. And this is called a counter rotating brush machine, or CRB. This is obviously our smaller model, 10-inch model. Whole lot easier to carry up and down stairs, and we have several accounts that require us to go up 3 or 4 stories. Carrying a CRB is kind of a feat, but this 10-inch makes it a whole lot easier to do. So in addition to agitating the area rug, here he is obviously getting the hallway, and there were a few spots that our client pointed out that she was a little bit concerned about in the hallway, but pretty much after they pre-sprayed and CRB'd, they were gone immediately. There's another little spot there that required a spot treatment after the hot water extraction step, but it did come right out. So without the renovator trays on there, you can see some of the hair and dry soil that's getting dug up and out of those fibers. It just kind of leaves it on the carpet, which isn't necessarily a bad thing as long as you make sure obviously to vacuum up before you start doing the hot water extraction. This is one step of our cleaning process that actually is as easy to do as it looks like. A lot of times when you watch somebody who's very skilled and has a lot of experience operate the wand, they make it look really easy, and then if you ever get the opportunity to try it yourself, you realize very quickly that it's actually a lot harder than it actually appears most of the time for most people. Unlike this machine here, which is actually very, very simple and easy to operate. And here's Lyndon on the wand. This is the Devastator wand, which is just a titanium 4-jet swivel wand, and it's got an 8-flow flush, just meaning as he pulls the trigger and flushes the hot water extraction, flushes out all the suspended soil and the preconditioner, that wand is actually putting out 8 gallons per minute of hot water, which this one's tied right into a truck-mounted machine, and this is a direct drive, or PTO, just meaning that the machine for the carpet cleaning is actually powered off of the van engine itself with a drive shaft. So there's really no to low maintenance. That is one of the huge advantages of a direct drive machine. They just seem to outlast and outperform a lot of the slide-in machines. I did, although, have one issue several years ago with this direct drive, and when I got it, I remember the gentleman that I bought it from, because I bought this machine and van used from a gentleman up in Rhode Island, and he basically told me that as long as you keep the drive shaft lubricated, that we'll never ever have an issue, and that was one of the main maintenance items you had to do. So he recommended having the drive shaft lubricated every time we had the oil changed in the van. So obviously I decided that was probably a good idea as well, and I told my mechanics, hey, we got to lubricate this drive shaft. Do you think you can handle it? And they said absolutely. So no problem. They were doing a great job and all was going well until one day in the middle of a job. Nope, there's Angela's hand with a huge diamond ring. It's actually not that big, just her hands are small, so it makes it look big. But right in the middle of that job, the drive shaft snapped and broke, and I could not figure out how or why until I took it down, and our mechanic down in Jacksonville who works on our truck mounts, he took one look at it, and his name is Ray, and he knew immediately that it had actually not been lubricated in one section of the drive shaft. So little did I know there was a number of different fittings. Oh, there Lyndon finally took his coat off. I was wondering that was going to happen. It was pretty cold this morning. But there's several different areas that you had to lubricate the drive shaft, and we thought we had been getting all of them lubricated, but we were missing one, and that one eventually snapped and broke. Unfortunately, it was like a $900 part, and they only make them in Washington State, so that was kind of an expensive repair, but lesson learned. We've never missed lubricating all of the grease ports on that drive shaft now. So once we got done doing the extraction Angela had the boys groom out all the carpet fiber, and here's what we got out. Again, not very dark water, I think mostly because this particular client has this out so often and the carpet really wasn't that bad. Also, Linda did a great job of very thoroughly rinsing out the fiber. But thank you guys so much for watching Daily Vlog episode number 23.